rest of the people were doing, Regulus and Goyle went around to look for clues or find more in regards to what was going on inside the city in an attempt to aid with the investigation, but they were not notified on the group's plans on this place. However, Regulus is quite a talkative person, a very charismatic one in that, as he went around town speaking to a few people. Few things started to align as the people that he spoke with in regards to the whereabouts of this dwarven bard did inform him of this suspicious activity of this government. Not really entirely certain of what could be there, Regulus decided to move towards there to investigate, see what the fuss is all about. Goel has been keeping an eye on him since he was feeling unwell last time, so he kept an eye so Regulus doesn't get himself in trouble in the always stoic tone as you do not have to talk while you adventure or move together. As Goel, Regulus, and Snowto started approaching towards the lair, they saw flashes, bright flashes of energy, from potent light to burst of fire, indicating there is definitely a scuffle, and the cavern quaked as people rushed to make their way in there. Goel, Regulus, do roll me your initiatives. You are on the very, very top as you will be reaching this, but for the first 10, you're still not surprised, but you're catching up there. So you can get a better idea of what is happening as you're rushing in there. So both of you, well, I guess the three of you, Snowsong as well, do roll me your initiatives. Waiting on Goel's initiative, that is. No worries.
Song has 18 health. First of all, can you hear me okay? It was moving.
You're very, very low for me. I'm not sure if it is the case for everybody else, but for me, you're very low.
How about now?
Good.
Way better. Yep. As Goel, Regulus, and Snowsong are making their way towards here, feel free also, Goel and Snowsong, to roll for hit dice if you need to, as you are making your way in this place. Satrix was the last person that had a turn before we called it off last week as Jeffress.
Oh boy.
You are up next into the very front. All of those corpses still lie around. One last grafter stands in the very front of you, whilst Isaac is keeping it a little bit further behind.
Okay. Looking at what I can do. Sorry, guys. I did not plan this turn yet. To touch spell.
I'll give you a moment, Jethro, to figure this out, as I'll give a quick and brief description of the area for both Regulus and Goel. As you will be rushing into this cavern, it's a very narrow one at the very entrance, but a quite tall one. And indeed, upon getting to the very entrance of it, you will see all of those weird draconic creatures that are currently lying dead on the floor. Those both creatures that resemble a cross between some sort of monster and a red dragon do still emanate a sense of heat. You can see the area around become somewhat misty from the thermal wave that they expel. Next, towards them, some creatures that you have not seen before, but they do look similar, or more so a step back from the abomination you fought back in the cave, a cross between a humanoid and monstrous dragon those creatures are, as they seem to be littering the floor everywhere around. Up ahead, Vala, Nathaniel, Judas, and Cedrix are all trying to fight in this cavern as a massive jar has been broken into the middle, and a handful of creatures seem to be hiding right behind them. Satrix not only is illuminating with her divine essence the Asimar power that she holds, but also with floating angels that attack anything next to her, incorporeal in nature, as she is under the effects of spirit guardians. Keep that in mind. Those can hit both Goel and Regulus because they were not here by the moment of the cast. Nathaniel has conjured his echo, not echo, his channel divinity, the Twilight Sanctum, as Judas is full on enraged, slicing with his blade, and in general, in better shape than the rest of the group, which is quite a first, I'll say.
I'm ready.
Go, Jack.
I'm assuming Shatrix is flying, right? She's always flew, right?
That is correct.
Okay. Then Jethris is gonna run under her over to Judas and is going to strum the banjo and cast a fly on the healthy Palbarian, saying, "You want him? Go get him, man!" And I'll slap him on the back and also give him bardic inspiration. Yeah. That'll be my turn.
At the end of your turn, once again, Isaac, still having all of his legendary actions, will take aim and seeing the barbarian or the zealot rushing up forward or about to, he's not going to hold back and instead will hurl one more shot towards him.
Oh my god.
I think Vala is able to, at the very least, soften the blow. If Jethros cannot silvery barbs.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I'm not within 60 feet. Never mind.
Give me a second. Sentinel on the store. And that war. That is what she will be doing, as she will use her reaction to soften the blow. You still take the damage, Judas, but not a critical hit. So that is instead 5 piercing and 17 fire. Because you're resistant to piercing.
Sorry,
And
17 and sorry. So how much fire? 17 fire.
I'll knock them down so it's easier to notice. But Nathaniel, you are up next.
Okay. Jethris, you ended your turn inside my Twilight Sanctuary. Here's that's Judas. Sorry.
Thank you.
I don't know if you rolled, but there's a roll 9 temp HP for Jethris. Sorry, Judas, I accidentally clicked on you. So 9 temp HP for Jethris. Where is this dude? He's way down there. Boy, I think I might just try to get close to him. Let's see. What's the radius of Shatrix's bright light?
I think it's 20 or 30 feet. I'll tell you right now. It is 20 feet bright, 20 feet dim.
20 feet bright. Okay. Oh, come on, 20. Come on.
He's used all his legendary resistances, right?
I haven't seen him use any.
I think he has a couple of times.
Has he?
Because he has. Yeah, he's failed a couple of times.
I'll double check on that, but I do not recall that on top of my head right now. But I'll double check.
Sorry, just my character sheet won't open.
It's okay.
I guess since my character sheet won't open, I'll just let's see, dash. So 30 feet will get me there, and then 30 feet will get me there. I don't want to do that. Let me see. What is it? Did you say it's shift to see my where I was before?
When you click your token, you just press X.
Press X. Okay, so 30 feet will get me there, and then everybody can stay within my radius if I move there, and then I'll just toll the dead dude. So DC. Oh, he made it.
Still
All right,
matter.
that'll end my turn. All right, all done.
As I just went chat scrolling to do a quick here to see if he has used any legendary resistance, he has not. Still depends to see if he has any. As Nathaniel uses his magic to try and the creature call destructive twilight or moonlight on them, make their skin pale. But Isaac is a potent spellcaster of his own and able to use his innate draconic magic that he has been afflicted with to bolster through the effect. Vala is up next, as she will, seeing that creature up forward, she will move and lean a little bit closer to her allies and attempt to smite the creature with her own version of sacred flame onto the dragonflesh grafter, the creature that is right next towards her, to provide an opening for Judas to rush up ahead. The creature fails the save and takes indeed 16 points of radiant damage as Vala moves right behind Judas. Don't worry, we're right beside you, she'll speak. Remind me, Judas, it is your turn, but I think we used your death word last time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Death ward? What's that again? Yes, we have used my death ward.
Yeah.
My death ward has been activated in this section. Yes, correct.
Go ahead,
That's
Judas.
done.
You are up next.
This guy's still in combat with me, isn't he, technically speaking?
That is correct.
Oh, yeah. And he's still hit. Oh, it's a freaking crit. I'll move to this side. Still in combat, so. And I'm going to cast second level hold person. Because that Isaac is a person. Humanoid, correct?
You are under the effects of rage, so you are unable to cast
Shit,
spells.
I forgot I'm raged. I could end rage, but that just makes things difficult. Pain. Channel Divinity doesn't cover that, that's fine, but I can't cast spells. Spells be spells, damn it. Except, can I even smite when I'm raged?
Yeah.
You can, because you're technically not casting a spell, you're just using a spell slot. Different thing.
Yeah, interesting. Anyway, just curiosity. Anyway, need to get this guy out of the way. Don't think. Or do I take? I was. I'll take the opportunity attack, and I am dashing right next to that arsehole. Because it's 35 or 70 Ks.
You do have 60 feet of speed, because you are under the effects of flying from Jethros. So you can fly 60 feet.
60.
Yeah.
Then I just miss him. Because technically I was there, which would have, I measured it previously. Oh, actually. 65. Ah.
The creature will manage to smack you in the back before you leave out of its reach for 8 points of bludgeoning, which is only 4 for you, Judas. The creature strikes you in the back as you take on flight and rush up forward.
Being said, if I have 60 feet, I will make it so I can behind him, so that if he tries to I'm trying to block his way, so to speak. I see there's stairs there, so I'm trying to interpose myself between him and that. That's me.
More than fine. As Snowsong makes their way towards here, assume for both Regulus Goel, so you can do something this turn, but still you're running behind. It doesn't make sense to just go through it right away. Assume that you've used your movement and action to dash towards there, so you do have a bonus action in the case that someone can utilize this somehow to get closer, use some sort of spell or whatnot. But this is the moment that you enter the fray, you are dashing towards there, and you have committed to the dash action to get there.
As Snow Song?
And then Sguel and as Regulus, but yeah.
Well, for Goel, I have the charge feat. So if I do dash and use my bonus action to adrenaline rush, I can do an attack. Right?
You won't be able to get there because you have technically already moved and done your dash action, is what I'm saying, to get there, to this spot. You came from outside.
My movement is 45 feet. Oof, okay. 15 feet short. Wait, Regulus gives movement speed, or am I thinking of the other character?
You're thinking of Sovereign.
Okay. Hmm.
Wrong blue tiefling.
Wrong blue tiefling. Alright, Snowsong is gonna. Did I use my transformation last? I used the.
I think you used the
Use
lightning,
lightning,
one. Yes.
yeah.
I don't think it's worth it to use the other one. Yeah. Dashed, can't do anything else. That's Snowsong's turn.
And then it is yours right after. As you reach onto the area, Isaac from the distance takes a quick look, sees the primal companion approaching, and right behind the hulking orc.
I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on the one right next to. Or this one. It's a bonus action.
More than fine.
That is my turn. No more movement at all.
Not for this turn.
Okay.
As Isaac will see people approaching from up the front, seeing that his arm is going down, he will take a quick look right in front of him as Judas is standing. Oh, I did not want to use this. It's still unfinished, he will speak. But I guess you leave me no other way, and he will take an opportunity attack from you, Judas, as he will move a little bit further from you.
Question: opportunity attack. Does it always have to be an attack, or can I try and restrain him through an action?
It can only be an attack, because you're not taking the attack action, you're just making an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
Only when
that's
you're
good.
taking the attack action, you can replace the attack.
Yeah. Okay. I was just thinking that's stupid, but that's personal opinion. Because action economy. Well, I'm gonna reckless already previous turn. So. Can I reckless thing or not?
You cannot. It is on your turn, during your turn, that you're reckless. So it doesn't work here.
Come on, 19 or 20. 17, of course.
A potent strike, nonetheless, as Judas makes Isaac bleed.
And I'm pissed at him, so I'm dropping a level 3 smite in there.
Go for it. That is 48. But what I said earlier on definitely is what he will say right now, as he will be bloodied after the strike of Judas, striking and slicing with divine light. Isaac yells in pain for a moment, and as his limbs a little bit further behind, he will look towards you. He will look into the distance that people are approaching. You left me no choice. And he will readjust the ring under his hand, put his hand right after onto the sigils around and starts speaking in Draconic, calling out to something. Jeffers, you're not very perceptive, but you can hear a few things that he's saying from there. And Goel obviously is quite to the distance, but it seems more to an invitation of sorts. And you can tell that the area is quaking right from above you, right above you. You feel this quake as debris and dust start to fall off, sand from the ceiling as well. You chose this, he will say, as into the distance the draconian infiltrator will fly past Satrix guardians to try and stab twice at Vala. The creature attempts to strike twice at her. Vala turns with her shield and will inform the others, I've got this one, deal with the rest. And Regulus, you are up next. You move, you dash, you reach towards there, and you see all of this happening as you see the dust falling from the ceiling, indicating that something massive stands right above. Nothing that was able to be seen from outside.
Does Regulus know that we're after the guy with the horns?
He might have heard about some professor or an academician in regards to Draconic, but I would assume that would be a very rash, not decision, more assumption to make about the enemy in here. You can ask others, but everything is happening at the same time. This is how you enter the scene.
Regulus will yell out as he approaches. Okay, who are we fighting?
Can we talk out of turn?
Yeah, of course.
The guy with the horns.
Come on, can't you see I'm trying to stab him?
And the bonus actions, Regulus.
Yeah, I guess I'll have a bonus action. I will use 2 sorcery points to quicken a spell, and I will cast a 4th level guiding bolt towards fellow with horns.
Go for it.
Guiding bolt.
Light simmers into your hand, Regulus, as you quicken your magic and hurl a powerful burst of radiance. Isaac sees it at the very last moment and manages just faintly to avoid it, as 17 does not hit.
I will roll 2d4.
As Isaac barely escapes the trajectory of the bolt, it bursts and explodes, coating him with divine light and dealing 24 points of radiant damage to him. And the else, Regulus.
Regulus will yell out, alright, give him hell, Judas. That's it.
At the end of your turn, Isaac will use his 2 legendary actions out of the 3 to use teleport. Not the spell, that is. As standing towards here, seeing that Judas is approaching, he will quickly readjust and reposition himself further away as he shifts from area, becoming one with his lair and remerging from behind. The warrior, the grafter that stands right next towards Vala and Jethrush will belt acid at them as the dragonflesh grafter will use its acid wretch. And I think this can also target Satrix. So yeah, Satrix is a target for that. The infiltrator as well, but the infiltration doesn't really mind.
Is Bless
Yes, it
still
does.
up?
I
I don't think
think so,
Vala
yes.
knocked
I
it
see
down.
it on I see it on Vala's token, so I'll assume that yes. Still up. Nathaniel, can you roll for Satrix, or do you want me to do so?
I can do so in the future. I'm just AFK right now, just finishing my breakfast. I'm on like the last 3 bites of my bagel.
It's okay. I'll take Satrix. I'll do for Satrix for this then. Second. As she will also make the save taking 9, but she might have temporary. Just. She does not have currently any temporary points, which is weird, but oh yeah, Nathaniel moved after, that is. So here she is as the Dragonflesh Grafter will belch acid and then move as close as it can towards Nathaniel to try and prohibit him from moving. And as you hear the loud and thudding roar, I need everyone who is currently standing on ground to make me a strength saving throw. Anyone who is not flying, that is.
Even the faraway people?
Even the faraway people. Everyone that is on the cavern and is not flying.
Strength.
And Nathaniel, oh no, I'll just roll 26 per second.
Vala falls prone. Isaac stands his ground. The grafter, I think, is also falls prone.
I twinkle, twinkle just off the floor.
Indeed, the grafter as well will fail the saving throw and will go prone. Nathaniel manages to stay aloft. Regulus, you also fall prone, and Snowsong, that is, as debris fall from the ceiling, and you quickly try to keep your balance as this whole area quakes, and from up above, flying and soaring through a broken part of the ceiling, approaches a draconic amalgam with 5 heads and flesh similar to those of alchemical monstrosities that are being conjured. The creature appears with all of its 5 draconic heads, like a hydra made of the different chromatic dragons, and as it enters from above, it will unleash a mighty dragon roar. And you will hear all the teeth snarling right behind it.
But where did Isaac go, or is Isaac just overposed? Oh, there he is. Sorry,
He's
it's just
over there. Yep. And that is for the Dragon Hydra as it just enters the fray, the massive creature that plunges onto the ground, and Satrix is up next. I'll take Satrix's turn for the time being to assist with Nathaniel finishing up his breakfast and whatnot, as Satrix will fly above and to the side of the Dragonflesh Grafter and attempt to put the creature down with advantage, given that creature is prone. Trying to stab it and put an end to it before it is able to do much, Satrix will do enough damage with 2 strikes to bring the creature down. Satrix flies from above, reaches down, kneels, and strikes at it. And at the end of her turn, she will roll a d6 and add, how much is it? d6 plus 8. So she will get 13 temporary hit points. And Jethros, you are up next.
This thing always happens where you do something that changes my entire plan. Just checking the description of reduce. Okay. I will... yes. Jethris knows that dragons have breath weapons, and those aren't always nice when you're grouped up. So he's going to run in the other direction of the group to make himself less enticing. Get over here, and we will fire. Do I have a clear shot on this guy? No, I don't. Definitely not. I will shoot 3 mineral shots at the head of this guy, and try and shove him back. So let's do that.
The target being Isaac or Draco Hydra?
Dragon.
Go for it.
Yeah.
All 3 of them will hit.
4, 13, 18, and 22. He's pushed 30 feet back.
Up to here. Can't go further behind. There are objects. As the Draco Hydra is slammed against the tanks and flasks into the distance, those massive vials.
And Jethros will do something he hasn't done in a while. He will cast a Sanctuary on himself, making his scales just glisten a little bit. That's my turn.
And as Jethros, you use your Sanctuary and try to protect yourself, Isaac will use his last legendary action for the turn to turn towards you. Aim with his bow, as he will say, "Stay, you filthy, keep your filthy magic off my creation." And he will first need to make a wisdom saving throw.
It succeeds.
I think he makes it.
Just barely.
And then hurl a shot towards you.
Hits.
For 9 piercing and 17 fire, 26 in total. You do have some temporary hit points. How much is it, Zethros?
3.
So that is 23 damage, so it's a DC 11 to keep your concentration on the fly.
No problem. Constitution, where is that? There it is. Easy.
More than fine. As you are able to contain the spell, but you do take a nasty blow from them. And Nathaniel, you are up next.
Oh, someone get hurt? You okay? Sounded like that was painful. All right, Nathaniel will. Let's see. Gosh, yeah, we definitely want to spread out. So maybe 30, 25 feet will get me here. Maybe another 5 feet forward. And well, we've seen that that this fellow Isaac is particularly headstrong. I wonder if the dragon is as well. So to test that out, I will also cast Hold the Dead on the dragon Hydra.
I'll make the saving throw for that. As
Oh, seeing that the dragon failed its save, he will assume that it is less wise. And I think it's undamaged, right?
it did take damage from a Jethros mineral salts. So it has taken damage. So it takes the 13 necrotic
13
and 8
points of
radiant.
necrotic. And 8 radiant, yeah. So 21 points of damage total. And bonus action. Time for a spiritual weapon. Let's get that going too.
It is already, you already have a spiritual weapon up there. Obviously, you can use another one, but yeah.
I forgot from last turn. Yeah, I guess.
Did you use any bonus action last turn?
I didn't. Could I have been moving it, I guess?
Yeah, feel free to move it an extra 20 feet and then you're 20 feet if you will.
All right. So we'll go 20 feet more with the spiritual weapon, and then I'll end my turn.
Val, up into the distance, will take care of the draconian infiltrators. He'll be stuck a little bit in combat trying to bring that creature further away from the rest, so will not have to be rolling for Vala nor the creature. As Judas, you are up next.
Oh, I do hate that Isaac so much. How does he get so far? And then cast extra spells. Action economy. Duh.
That is how he did so. This is a legendary action that he can take only once per turn, but
Yeah,
he
but
gets
it's
him
like
60 feet
what's
away.
yeah, like what's per turn? It's like
Yeah.
what's the fucking Zone of control. Can't do that. Can't do that. Well, fuck it. I'll make it easy for everybody. I am doing dash action because I have to get dash action right. But I'm dashing around him because I have 60 speed, flying speed, 120 dash. So I'll just go right around Lead Dragon, right into his face, charging, going, says, sword, your body, you. And just, yeah. Judas has gone crazy slightly. He's gone. How do you call it? I've got only eyes for you, Isaac.
Surely unsettling seeing the bleeding, profoundly barbarian, the zealot rising to meet him all the way. I'll give you that, you do not quit, he will say as Snowsong is up next.
Get up from prone and then dash. 30 feet. 15 after prone and then another 40, so I already did 15. 20 and then another 20. Right here. That's his turn.
And Graham, your turn now. Let's see how fast can you be. Pretty fast,
Don't
I'd say.
need to dash. That was my full movement, 45. Then I'll attack this thing off of Vala. I'll bonus action rage.
If you want, obviously hit it. I'm mostly using that creature so I can have Vala be on the sideline because she's not here, so I don't have to play her. But if you
Oh.
want to play her, I can obviously use Vala in combat just to avoid taking turns with her. Up to you. You can either choose to ignore both of them or deal with them. Your call.
Well, do we see Isaac anywhere nearby?
Far into the distance, he moved. This is a well-lit chamber. You should be able to see him.
Well,
Yeah, you
I
do.
guess I would let that one to Snowsong if there's a dragon. I completely forgot there was a big dragon.
Yes.
The Goel is itching to attack. So that's 45 feet movement. Bonus action dash another 45 feet. And then action dash 40 feet. And I still have 5 feet to spare. Very angry and very fast. Goel comes in to the mouth of the dragon. Not even raging. Because I used my bonus action. For temp HP. And I'll do a charged attack. Which would be +5 to the damage roll. And
This is a bonus action, however, the charger. Keep in mind.
oh man. It is. If I use my action to dash, my bonus action would be to attack. Oof. Damn. Can I retcon that and move back 45 feet?
Feel free. Feel free.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll pull out both warhammers. And in my run, I'll rage.
And when you rage, I think you move a little bit extra. You have the pounce ability, don't you? Or that is wrong
I do
token
not.
as well. Yeah.
The tokens are broken for me. It's like broken image. I can't see it, so I don't know which one.
It will
Some of
take a
them.
little bit of time to load, I'll assume. But feel free to
No.
do send me a screenshot of how it looks for you, so I'll see
I
what I can do.
did actually in the Monday game.
I'll check that as well.
I'm gonna put it right now. Sorry, it's not off topic. I put it in the general. I forgot to put it in off topic, but
It's okay.
raging. I don't have the pounce because I am a bear totem.
Just to make just to check something, this is only on the image on the initiative tracker or in general?
In general,
So you cannot see your token as well, or can you?
well, it's weird. On the map, I can see every token, but on the
Okay,
chat
okay.
and turn order, some of them are gone.
I see. That's weird. I'll,
So it's
I'll look
fine.
into it, but yeah.
It's not game breaking. It's odd. Yeah, that's what.
Isaac will turn and look up in front of you, acknowledging Judas's never tiring attitude, and he really cannot take much more hits right now. Seeing him advancing closer towards him, he will just maneuver slightly to the side, and as he will do so, do I do that? He will channel his magic and he will point to the white head of the draconic
Is this a spell?
amalgam. It is a spell, as he will be attempting to use one.
As he casts that, Judas basically just says no and cuts his palm and throws blood into his face. Counterspell.
But you are raging, so you cannot count the spell, sadly. I remember because we went that the last time as well, as he pulls cold energy from the draconic head, and you see the white breath lingering in him, and he will use his magic to try and bind you in place, casting Binding Ice. It's a Constitution saving throw, DC 18, as he tries to bind you in place.
Oh, I have to say, I love to hate this shit. It's like I love to berserk, and at the same time I don't like to berserk. I really have to stop berserking now. To stop going in rage, is that an action requires, or is it a free action?
I think it's a bonus action.
Okay, cool. Good to know. Come on, con save. Oh yes.
As you only take 10 points of cold damage, but as you are getting coated by ice, take 10 points of cold damage, you just flex your muscles and throw them break the crystallizing ice onto your body, as you will not let him go away.
And regular. Just to point out, it's actually, as the cold grips him, it's actually a slight glimmer of moonlight actually covers him and smashes away the cold damage, as it doesn't even go through temporary hit points.
And go ahead, Regulus.
Alrighty. So I have full movement actions and all that sort of jazz?
That is correct.
Oh. Can't move very far. But I'll move up here. I do not see Fellow anymore. I think he went off this direction, or did he teleport?
Bottom right corner.
Oh, I see him. Having a lovely time with Judas over there.
Yes, I hate him. I want him to die slow, painfully.
So what I will do is I will cast a spell. Seeing as how the last time it was effective, but I think I might try a different method this time. I will cast at 5th level my Celestial Spirit. But I will not be using the Defender. I will be using the Archer, or I forget what it's called.
Avenger.
The Avenger, yes. And I will throw that over here. Or actually, probably down here. So there's a clear line of sight. How far away can I do that? I think it's at
I think
90
it's 60,
foot.
but I couldn't.
I could be telling lies. Where is it? Sun Celestial. 90 feet. So I will do so. I might as well. Here. And it takes the form of the fellow that Vala is concerned about, and the Chiron. And it is... How many hit points? It is, I think, 10 less than the regular. Oh no, I guess it just has the same hit points. I'm thinking of the other one. So it's 40 hit points. And that'll be my turn. And then its turn, it will move just a bit to here. And it will take 2 shots towards this fellow. He seems to be the ringleader in the problem.
More than fun, keep in mind Isaac has cover from the Draco Hydra,
Well,
which
also
increases its AC, but yeah.
Although the Dragon Hydra probably is a problem that we need to take care of, so I will take 2 shots at the Draco Hydra then. Instead.
Go for it.
So that isn't normal. Yep.
That hits.
That's
Somehow I
good.
feel like that's... What is it?
That's definitely not accurate. Something wrong is on the attack of this.
Why is it? It's rolling the damage
I'll
inside
double
for
check
some
on
reason.
that.
Oh, it says 2
Yeah.
hit.
I'll fix it. Give me a second.
Yeah, it's rolling a d20 and then adding the damage. It's the
Should be correct
modifier.
now.
Okay. But, so that d20 was pretty shit, so... That was a
Reroll the
4.
whole thing.
Ignore it. Just re-roll completely.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do math for that.
Well,
Ah.
same
But
sort
at
of
least
deal.
it's correct now.
Okay. That hits. Never mind. I love this. This Celestial Spirit seems to break every time I touch it. So that's plus 5? Plus
That is correct.
something else, I think?
Yeah, plus 5. The level, that is. So it
Okay.
should be 6 and 2. 15 damage. This is super weird right now. I'll fix it right after, but go for it. Plus
Okay,
7 on
number one.
whatever you roll, it should be. 16, however, will not hit at the Draco height.
And then the spirit will fly up. So I think it used like 10 feet of movement, so it'll fly up 30 feet straight.
And right after Regulus's turn, the Draco Hydra, you will see as wobbly and awkward looking the creature moves up forward, but it doesn't stride like a true dragon. The wings flap and it raises above ground, but it again falls. It's not adapted yet, nor great at doing so, as the Draco Hydra will move up forward 30 feet. It's full movement speed as it is, and you will see all of the heads glimmer as they open up the maw and conjure potent, destructive energy. And it has all too many different heads, but always first you gotta do fire. the heads start all of them to produce destructive energy, but as the red head is the first one to start, every other follows. And this is a, you know what, I'll actually roll and I'll go random on what type it will be. It will be damage instead. And it will burst in a 60-foot cone. That is quite a big one. And that obviously will hit Nathaniel, Goel, Satrix, all the very lot of you. It is a 60-foot cone.
Dex save.
So it is a dex save, yes?
I take half the damage, right?
Satrix 4. Oh, you're rolling for Satrix. Okay, Nathaniel. I was rolling as well. No Morris. As half is 12. And yes, you did make it. And I will roll for
Right.
Richard, the Dracopide.
And I already take half, so it's... What's the temp HP? Did we roll? 2d6 plus 8, right?
Yes.
2d6
1d6 plus 8. 1d6.
Oh, so I take no damage.
You take 6 damage. So yeah, no actual damage. And Satrix is up next.
All right. Shatrix will stop concentrating
Spirit Guard.
on Spirit Guardians. And right there. All right. So where was that spot? That was 30 feet, I think, to there, and then yeah, that's the shot. All right, so that is 85 feet. Okay. All right. So she'll move 30 feet to there. And she'll let's see, this turn she's gonna go ahead and use her object interaction to stow her short sword. And her movement will get her there. And her action will just be a Toll the Dead for now, so that she can draw her staff on her next turn as her next object interaction. So she's going to Toll the Dead on the dragon. That is the wrong character sheet. Sorry. Ignore that.
Okay.
She's going to Toll the Dead. Her Toll the Dead is DC 17. So yeah, that'll fail, and that's what...
22. I'll take the
Okay.
22. It's still
All right.
40-12. It's
All right,
fine.
sounds good. All right.
As Satrix moves, stows her weapon, and the spirit guardians disappear in order to not harm the celestial spirit, she will aim and point at the creature and cast light from behind her, her luminous wings beacon, and shoot rays of sunshine into the creature that seems to be horrified by it. And at the end of her turn, seeing Satrix setting up the next maneuver, Isaac will use his teleport once again to teleport 60 feet further away. But this time, I don't think I can outrun Judas. And Jeffrey, you are up next.
Okay, well, that takes a decision away from me, so that's great. I will now be unconflicted. I will cast Cure Wounds on myself at 2nd level because I have a boo-boo. Where is it? Bam. Nice. Let's go. We're still gonna skirt along the edge of the fight, not wanting to get hit by that cone at all, like ever again, ever. We'll get 30 feet right here, and Nate, your attacks aren't based on wisdom anymore, right?
No, no longer. No,
Okay.
no. This is a much less complicated build. I scrapped all that weird, funky, complicated stuff.
All right, then Jethris will call out from beyond the moonlit ground and will say, Nate, I'd really like to stay close by, but that shithead is fucking up that plan, so if you could take care of him. And he'll give you a bardic inspiration and end his turn.
Thank you, says Nathaniel as he, let's see, he'll go ahead and draw. I think he has his weapon drawn still. So I need to move 5 feet forward, Kazan? Am I seeing this correctly? That, like, I need to move, like, maybe, like, here, perhaps, in order to hit it with a sword?
That is correct, yeah. I was muted.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll take 2 swings at him with Black Crane's Legacy.
Hits. That hits as well.
All right. 1 psychic damage, 4 radiant damage, 10 slashing damage from the first attack for a total of 15, and 22 slashing damage from the second attack for a total of 37 points of damage.
Daniel, which head do you want to chop off?
Oof, the red one. That's the one you keep talking about. The red one. I know 2 are going to grow back, right? Of course. And then bonus action, I'm going to move my spiritual weapon 20 feet closer. It's going to be up in the air above Goel, so it's not blocking his vision or his movement or anything like that. But that'll end Daniel's turn.
And as Nathaniel moves up forward, he slices it down below, and then once again a more potent strike with his weapon as it cuts through the head and completely decapitates, leaves it down. As Vala, you are up. That is correct. Vala is not here. What am I even on about? As right before Judas' turn, Isaac will get his last legendary action for that turn, and he cannot teleport again, but he can aim at Judas as he's trying to put him down before Judas puts him down.
He misses!
And
Crazy.
17 will not hit as Isaac attempts to hurl another shot towards him. Judas this time strikes with his blade and parries the blow, and Judas, go for it. This time you can actually reach him.
As the arrow flies through, it actually hits Judas to the shoulder, but Judas just pulls it out of blood, a bit of blood leaking. It suddenly heals. He looks at him, raises a giant sword and says, "Don't worry, I'm back again. Now it's even going to be more painful. I'm actually dropping as bonus action my rage as I go 60 feet. As suddenly I become lucid, and as he reaches there, he is attacking twice. First one is, and I'm going to do this just enjoyable, is Judas actually, when it reaches him, stabs past him, and then as he dodges it, just brings down his head, and I'm going to bite him.
Go for it. That definitely hits.
Is that a crit?
I
19 is a crit?
think
Only slashing damage, right? For the butcher's
I think
bit?
it is only on
Slashing,
damage.
and it's piercing. I think bite is piercing.
Yep.
So all good. No, that's all good. Yeah.
Also, remember to untangle the raids damage from that. But yeah.
Yeah. No, but, thank you for reminding me. Let me just hold on. Click rage, reduce 2 by 2. Add. As he sucks the blood, he brings out the sword and, holding him steady, plunges it towards him. Hopefully this hits. I think it hits.
That will hit.
And as he plunges it into him, he says, "Feel the mistress's pain as it flows through you." And I'm going to drop in another third level smite into that, as the necrotic and light energy courses through him, boiling him.
Go for it. You can also choose to reroll the damage if you are not happy with a 6, which you should be.
Oh, can I reroll?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
look at
Butcher's
your
Book
item,
allows you
bro.
once per turn to reroll slashing damage.
I forgot that the Butcher Book could do that. That's the one. So I just have to click on.
Just re-click onto the damage. Oh, that's not how it will work.
No, it doesn't work like that on my sheet, unfortunately. I'll just do it that way. There we go. 11 slashing. Cool. And sorry, and then the 4d6, right?
48.
Wow, that's a very low roll.
And anything else, Judas?
No, that's me. If he's still alive, he is hurting, and I am.
As Judas flies up towards him and bites him, stabs him, Isaac yells, furious in pain. Then they tell me that I look like a monster. And Snowsong is up next.
Gonna go his full movement. Which is 40. I did 60 here. Still has movement left. Actually, let's do. So he has 40. I did 60. That's 40. Yeah. Acid form as a bonus action. As he walks, he
Snowsong
leaves
moves
it.
through the acid. Yep, go ahead.
Oh, move through the acid. Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead. Do it your way.
As the Snowsong starts to move through the acid, he melds with it the acidic energy that was inside the brew, the content, the alchemical conjunction. He becomes one with it, part with it, amorphous in shape, and the Snowsong starts melting away, reforming again. Go on.
Okay. He's gonna acid breath. Or hold his acid breath. Prepare it. Let's see. Can he do a cone? Where's the thing where I can do cone?
It's a line for Snowsong, but he can actually hit the creature with a
30-foot line.
Yep.
Yes. Okay, so 30-foot line. Just take a giant loogie.
Does he hit you as well, is the question.
Line that is 5 feet wide. I don't believe so. He has a clear
Yes, he
line
can do
of
it
sight.
like that. Yeah, he can do it like that. Yeah, more than.
Hit the blue head.
That's it.
Magic.
Roll me the breath.
All right, what is it? 88? 15.
It's over there. You can click it and it should roll automatically. Wow, actually, if it fails, you will corrode the blue head away. It's exactly the damage you need to do so.
Let's see if it fails. It does.
And indeed, as the Snowsong moves forward, the blue head will melt from the acid, char, and be reduced to a lump, headless stump. And that leaves Goel. Your turn.
Gonna go up to this thing's face and go Warhammer 40,000. Reckless attacks with favored enemy. Wait, it's dragons. Right, we changed that months ago, a year ago. And one attack. It's 26 hit.
26 hits. This is a
Scared.
monstrosity, however, not a dragon, even if it looks like a dragon.
Interesting. Okay, let me take that off.
No worries.
18.
18 hits.
Bonus action attack. Oh.
That does some extra damage as well.
Mm-hmm. When it crit. It does
And
a
5
what is
poison,
it?
I think?
I don't know. Let's see.
Yes.
I think it does 5 poison to the creature.
How do I? What the hell is the item?
So the dragon treasure.
I think this is the first time I have ever crit with this.
Okay, we all know new things, but it says that each creature of your choice within 5 feet of the target takes 5 damage, 5 poison damage, that is. So
Okay,
nobody
Nathaniel.
actually takes the damage of your choice, I think it says.
Can I make another hit? Take the damage. 2. That's it.
And which head is the one that, because even without the 5 points of damage, you are still bringing a head down. Which one is it?